This is my message to you. Your energy is infinite. Your energy.
This is a Christmas episode of Living Good with Dom. This is like an impromptu joint, you feel me? I'm in the kitchen cooking. This is just real life shit happening. Popped up the fall, and we gonna keep rapping. But you had said that you thought this baby's energy is more demanding, you said?
Amongst other things, yeah, but I feel like this baby's energy is requiring a lot of me to like bring the spirit forth. Like, I think, Mana, my pregnancy with Mana was, I would consider easy. I didn't have anything to compare it to then, but in comparison now to Mana, my pregnancy with Mana, this pregnancy has been a lot more demanding. And, a lot of people were like, oh, it's because you have a toddler, this and that. But Mana sleeps through the night. I get a lot of rest. I don't think that's it. I think there's like, this energy is requiring me to be more present.
Oh, that's why you say you think it's a girl. So women are demanding.
That's not why I said that. That's why I said there was a lot of other things that I said about why I feel like this child is a girl.
You said women are demanding.
No, that's not what I said. I said I feel like the spirit is more demanding because I feel like the spirit is coming on a mission to connect and heal.
Yeah, heard.
And I feel like, the mission to connect, because women naturally are connectors.
I see where you're going.
I was listening to this thing where this woman was talking about a role in the family called kin keeping. And kin keeping is essentially the role of like the role that women generally keep to like keep families together, to make important memories in the household, to remember birth dates and things like that, to like make sure that the families are connected. And it's just a role that's like kind of like organically passed down from woman to woman, like from mother to child. And I've never had a word for it, but I've always felt like I'm the kin keeper, the person who like keeps everything connected, right?
I agree.
And I feel like this spirit is coming to support me on that mission. Yeah. And so when I say like the energy is more demanding, like keeping a community together is demanding. It's a very arduous process, and it's
arduous. That's a T Pret word.
It's also sometimes thankless. And so, that's the kind of like the work that I'm feeling right now is like arduous and thankless.
Why you say it's thankless?
From the child, not from like you, from,
I mean, if you feel like I'm thankless, then we could say it.
It's not like intentionally thankless. It's just a role that goes unnoticed.
You're a grateful mother.
It's just a role that goes unnoticed. Like up until this point, we've never talked about me being the kin keeper.
I do say that. I say. Well, nobody has that language. You said I never use that language, but I think about I could get in my zone and bubble and not connect with nobody. Not because I don't want to, but because I be just on the mission. You keep me connected to people, and I like people a lot too. So not to say I'll just go recluse.
You are a very community centered person too, though.
Yeah, but I think having a partner who kin keeps makes it possible to have kin folks. Shout out to Kin Folk Creative Kickback, produced by Tunnel Vision Creative Agency and all the homies who's part of that community. But no, I see that, and I see why you would feel feminine energy.
Yeah.
So we shall see. It'd be dope to raise a shorty.
A shorty.
Yeah, it'd be dope. They can. It's like, I don't know why do I think it'd be cool to raise a shorty? I don't know. I think it's a different level of love. But a woman is it's a different style of love. There you go. It's just different, like father love and mother love and homie love, brother love, sister love. It's different.
Yeah, I can see that. I do think that there is a different level of the way people raise boys and girls is different a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I could see that.
Yeah. So we shall see. We'll know in about 5 months.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's cracking. You feel me?
Yeah, we're officially at the halfway point this week. Like officially halfway. Wild. It happened so fast this time.
Do you feel any kind of way that I haven't interviewed you yet for Living Good with Dom?
Nah,
Why not?
because you live with me.
That's an Eddie Murphy lad. That's good.
Yeah. I don't think. I think you are trying to figure out who you need to reach, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we already know that we can set up and talk anytime, like right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So the year's been good, huh?
The year has been good. It's been blessed. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, been an adjustment, but for the better, you know. I think
you
also
were talking about parenting, talking about how we've been parents for a full year.
yeah, and I think also too, like, this wasn't my best financial year, but I planted a lot of seeds this year that I know are going to grow in a very financially abundant way.
Yeah. I even think even a testament to that is your sound healing that just went up too. Like you put a sound healing in like 28 hours, it's almost at like 10,000 views, and
It's more than that now.
Oh, that's dope. And it's just spreading up.
Like 11,000.
That's with no promo.
I have like 1,000 more subscribers than I did. It was just 3 days.
Yeah.
I've been getting requests to do more. I posted on the winter solstice with the intention of like posting more and like not thinking too hard about what I'm posting.
Yeah.
But also with the intention of doing more work in the wellness and healing space, because it is something that I'm great at, but I haven't always given the first attention to. I think, you know, I want to make music. I want to like perform. Those are the things I love to do. But I think I'm in a space of wanting to also be of service in this next season.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, honestly, all roads lead to the same end. So
True.
I mean, I was talking to the homie Joe, whose podcast episode's also out today, and we talking about the same shit. He's talking about the same exact thing. And he was like, you know, I feel like taking this thing I'm about to do might derail me from music. And I was like, you know, it's never about what you're actually doing. It's like why you love it. You know, it's like the reason you love it, no matter what the form it takes, it can always reach that core desire will always be reached. So I was like, you know, you may love music for this reason and that reason, and that's what's going to be. But you always may have a dream of it looking a certain way. But when you reach that end goal, it's going to be the same feeling, even if it's not exactly what the outfit that you picked out for it. You know, so I'm sure it's going. I think your sound healing stuff, I think it's meeting the moment. It's like you got to meet the moment. What's Shorty's name? We've been listening to her music a lot lately. She was on Fresh Prince.
Oh, Coco Jones.
Coco Jones, like she met the moment. The moment was telling her to act. That opened up every door she wanted to now. Like,
yep.
Her, you could tell music is her first love and true passion, because she's good as an actress, but some of the songs I've heard have been immaculate. Where it's been like, yo, I see this is what you really want to do.
Yeah.
So it's all this time God just give you a door. It'd be like, I'm gonna keep pushing through this door too.
No, that's true.
So you can have the opportunity you want.
And I think that, you know, wellness has been a role that's like been like a path that's been open for me. Because even with Mantra Loops, it was like you put out Mantra Loops and Mantra Loops took off around the world
by itself
with no
sound healing by itself.
Like, yeah, exactly. No real. I mean, we rolled it out, but it was like the world was gravitated toward it, and with the quickness. And yeah, so I definitely feel called to lean in there, you know, and I want to be a person who answers my calling, you know.
That's it.
And
it's
so
That's it. Yeah, I'm proud of you. That sound healing is popping. I think it's a dope tunnel vision product too. Where I'm like, that's a great. I was thinking about it today. Is like, I always give you your credit for your things as Geminelle, but I'm also proud of it as a tunnel vision production too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's like beautiful. It's like dope.
It's
Even
very well done.
yeah, and it's still. I like how we produce shit and it still be raw. Cause one of the comments like, I like how real life is still going on.
Cause there was a helicopter going on that day. It was like
got this sound healing at our compound, which we call our home as well, tunnel vision compound, and then we have a beautiful space in the backyard that we host people in and stuff like that. And so we're like, yo, production space, we're gonna use it. It's beautiful. It's turf. It's outside. There's beautiful trees around and stuff. Yo,
it's like quiet all the way up until we started filming the sound healing.
chill, dead, quiet. 2 minutes into the sound healing, LAPD helicopter floating directly over the house for like 30 minutes.
Gardeners
Start coming out and garden. I'm like,
dogs barking. But it was beautiful because it was such a testament to the power of vibration and sound healing, because even though all of that was happening, once people settled into the moment, it was as if it didn't even happen. It was as if the helicopters weren't even there. So I think it was a test also to the power of the sound healing, to the power of the music. Like, could we overcome, or could we vibrate higher than this frequency?
It's called vibrate higher too.
Could we vibrate higher than this frequency that is historically disruptive? You know what I mean? Like, helicopters flying over your house be killing the whole vibe,
Hey, they only do that in the hood too. Like,
yeah.
the neighborhood, I kind of only lived like in what we would consider the hood, even if it's been beautiful hoods, it's still been a hood. But when I've been in like other neighborhoods that consider the suburbs, you don't never see no helicopter fly over them joints.
Yeah, they do this.
They be practicing their war tactics on this. This is really be going on.
Yeah.
Cause when the sound was going on, I walked around the block and see what was popping. Cause I'm like, yo, it gotta be something so wild happening. This helicopter just sit on top of this neighborhood for like 40 minutes. I went to the direct spot where the helicopter was above. Everything peaceful, nothing going on, no police cars. I'm like, are you just practicing? Like, you just sit over the hood and just practice your war tactic?
Yeah.
You not go down my rabbit hole, all this bullshit. But yeah, so what are we making for? What are you making for Christmas?
So many things.
Yeah, what's on the menu today? I'm making some apple pie. It's my first time making apple pie. You feel me? Yeah, so we just gonna do it, make it do what it do, baby.
Yeah, I'm making these angel eggs right now.
Angel eggs? Mm-hmm. What is that?
They're deviled eggs, but we're not gonna call them that.
That part.
We're not gonna invite that into our home.
Then eat it.
And then eat it and put it in our bodies. But same concept, but I'm not doing a great job with these eggs lately though, because I make a great like egg salad, right? Because I've been making egg salad because my son really loves egg salad, and I haven't figured out the exact perfect boiling temp. So if you know it, comment, let me know.
Yeah,
I need some help. But these eggs will not be cute, but they will be delicious. And then I'm also making tomorrow I'm making mac and cheese.
Really?
And Dom has asked for his mom's recipe for a few years. And so I learned her recipe. But this year he was like, you should combine your original recipe with my mama's recipe. So that's what I'm gonna do this year.
Yeah.
So I make a roux with mine and I bake it like deep, like a deep bake. But this time I'm gonna use the roux to fold in the cheese. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be delicious.
Yeah.
And creamy.
Fire.
Yeah.
No matter what's gonna be.
What else we making? Salmon. I got some collard greens.
Yeah.
We got some cornbread. Oh, I'm making a blueberry overnight French toast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making that today.
That sounds good.
After these eggs are done. And what else? We got a nice salad that I'm gonna make. We got the option for some potatoes. We're making a feast.
Yeah, this is my day. I'm like letting my diet relax all the way. I've been on my I was heavier than I wanted to be. So I was like, time to enact. Well, I was on a fast, just like on some spirit flow. And then coming off the fast, I didn't have a desire to eat during the day like that. It made me realize I was overeating because I wasn't even hungry till like 2, 3 p.m. So lately I've been doing living foods. That's like anything that's like that you can consume, that you do not have to cook, that's not processed. Think about fruit, vegetables, anything you can make with that kind of stuff. And then even after that, I've been eating pretty clean too. But tomorrow, your boy's on whatever goes time. So I'm excited to have apple pie, sweet potato pie. Jim's making French toast in the morning time. My desire for bread isn't too high, but I'll still partake.
I mean, you don't have to eat it in the morning either.
Yeah, I might do it later on because I don't really have a desire to right now. You know,
Yes.
if I have been,
This is the one thing.
past,
It's the one
bread.
thing I've been craving since I've been pregnant. Is this blueberry cream cheese French toast that my sister-in-law used to make. I hadn't had it in so long, but see, they're not that cute, but they're gonna be delicious.
This lasagna. Yeah, the little camera gonna move around. It's like a blog style, type jump. But okay. The year 2025, 2024.
2025. How do you feel about the year? You didn't answer the question.
Yeah, you didn't ask me no questions.
Oh, excuse me.
So what's the
But
question?
I'm so used to being the podcast interviewee. But the question is, how do you feel about this year?
How I feel about this year? I feel good. I genuinely feel good about it. Let's see. Give me. So
Well, okay, I see. What
question. Couple
has
sugar.
been one of your highlights of 2024?
Highlights 2024.
Yeah, what's the highlight reel? This is gonna be a good test of your memory.
Yeah, I know. I might look some pictures, but I think Mana's birthday was super dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mana's birthday was super dope.
What about it? What about it?
I keep saying, I said this like another time in this same episode, but I keep saying like I be in the zone so much. And the zone for me just like deep in my alignment. So I just be on spirit time most of the times. But sometimes I'm not always physically present. It's like I'm back in present. And just to see people come out, the homies came from San Diego.
A lot of people came
up.
from San Diego.
I love that San Diego is in such big support of us. Almost everything we do, San Diego is probably one of the big drivers, you know what I mean, for what happens. I think that's so dope that with 1/4 cups of brown sugar. I think it's so dope that our hometown we respect it and it respects us, and the people respect, and we respect the people, and the people still respect us. You know, it's like I take great honor and pride in that, and loving where we're from, and then the people community seeing us as good people to support.
Yeah.
I think that was dope. For me, being an entrepreneur is one of my life purposes. So I love when I'm like in my bag as an entrepreneur. I'm like really, really crushing it. So I'm grateful for the continued contracts, the growth. I'm grateful for how we show up. I'm grateful for putting the homies on too. It's like a big thing for me. Like providing opportunities Even though next year I want to focus on providing myself more opportunities.
Yeah.
Like I'm like
That's real.
I'm phasing into where I realize when I focus on myself, everything else around me grows.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I agree with that statement. I think we are so like community centered that it's almost impossible not to grow others through us growing ourselves.
yeah, agreed. So I think that is something that's super dope. Um, we did Kansas City twice this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like how we showed up the last time in Kansas City where
We brought new team members.
new team members. We brought Kariga and Fee Bailey out to Kansas City with Swift Education Center, and I was like, that's like a big deal. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I popped off some digital products this year.
Mm-hmm.
I popped off from 0 to 6 figures, a course on like the spiritual secrets or the spiritual perspective of like selling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's big for me because helping entrepreneurs is like a deep passion of mine.
Yeah. I feel that. And creative. Well, creatives.
Creative entrepreneurs. I team is the same, but
Yeah.
helping our creative entrepreneurs, that's a better way to put it together.
Yes.
Helping our creative entrepreneurs is like maybe one of my biggest passions because
I agree with that.
I understand that some of these folks have some of the greatest world shipping ideas that ever existed. You could eat that while you're on camera. No matter.
Yeah, I had to take a little eat break. This is the lasagna I made. I think he showed you it a little bit better, but we'll see. I feel like it's about to be amazing. You should smell it, man.
Anyway, let me keep talking because I want to keep
Yeah.
getting this out. But thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what was that.
You're talking about helping creative entrepreneurs.
Yeah, helping creative entrepreneurs is like is a deep passion. So putting that product out was dope. Starting a podcast is super dope. I've always wanted to have a podcast. I see myself
We've
like
been talking about starting a podcast for years.
literally years, and now I'm in it. I'm figuring out ways just to keep it going and sustain and what it's like. I'm really proud of myself for putting together the systems though, like editor on deck. Kev, thank you so much for all the editing. Hopefully I'll get you this tonight and you can maybe have some time to edit it. If not, I'm just gonna throw it up raw. Got Alex on the team. I think for me the podcast is deeply personal. It's a symbol of me giving the same energy I give to others to myself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
I could see that too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So like
you can actually see the energy.
Yeah, so for me, it don't really matter. I mean, the viewership, I'm gonna get to a certain viewership and et cetera, because I got Oprah goals with this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like just the fact that I gave myself the energy I gave others, built a whole set, put a team and a package together, figure out social media consistency, buying programs for it. It's just like
Even buying equipment for it.
bought the equipment. Yeah, this is like equipment that we will have forever, or for long to last, So I just see that as like, oh shit,
Did something wrong?
hell yeah. I put a tablespoon full of lemon. Dang.
Supposed to be a teaspoon.
Teaspoon. That's
It's
a lot.
okay. It's okay. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Lemon adds a certain
Zest.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, mama said make sure he's the only thing he was doing when he did this too.
Well, she said don't cook other stuff. I think
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be delicious.
Sounds delicious.
Lemon is amazing. Lemon is a great additive.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep going so I keep my train of thought. Let's see. I think I kept my routines and habits and stuff in place too with the sun, which is important for me. I like how I've been pivoting too. Can you have me? Oh yeah, I got cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a teaspoon of cinnamon. And for me, that's important because I keep thinking about. I said something on the line the other day, and somebody kind of like rebutted it just a little bit. I see why they did, but 3/4 teaspoon, I can measure up from that. But
I don't see this.
me showing up the way I want to show up in life.
Oh.
particularly for myself, but also for Mana. Cause we really are like carbon copies of our parents, in their habits, you know. At least until you get the mind of your own to like figure out how to make your own habits and stuff. And I grew up with some parents, some good habits and some habits that maybe I would choose to do differently, you know.
Yeah.
And so just being with Mana makes me go like, I want to make sure I'm being my best self. That's the gift I give him. But like no matter what his reflection is on my parenting, I'll be like, yeah, I projected the best side of myself to you. The rest of that is your journey with yourself and God. You know what I mean? Like straight up. So I think I'm proud of that. Let's see. This year, what's happened this year? Brought kinfolk back this year. That was dope. You know. The podcast, of course. You know, we had some like, as an entrepreneur, in later half of the year, had some deep growth moments with my team, and I like how I showed up for myself and for the team. Where it's like sometimes hard decisions gotta be made, and it's not a thing of like, it was like where you gotta self-reflect and figure out where you are the problem, but also recognize maybe where it may be a collective problem. You know, so it's like that I'm proud of. Taking the time to go to Howard Homecoming, DC, Brooklyn. That's one of my highlights. You know, that's like that's like pure highlight for me. For multiple reasons, but that was such a big part of my upbringing, and it made me remember who I was in parts that I may not be always given into now. I thought that was super, super, super dope. I think Mana starting to talk and communicate is just like extra fucking special. I'm fucking surfing out this bitch, you feel me? Like,
That's true.
I really be surfing like in real life. That shit crazy. What the dude doing?
Well,
He mobbing mad slow. He's looking at people's houses, but he stopped and look at the crib. I'm like, hold on.
her dog with him.
Nah, he dolo. I never seen him before either. Oh, they got a dog. Okay. But what was my last thing I said? Howard Homecoming? Mara. Surfing. I've always wanted to surf. I'm out this joint surfing. Like really surfing.
I remember when we lived in New York and you'd be watching all the big waves and surfers.
Yeah. And it fits so well my lifestyle, like how I be roaming, get up in the morning, just going before sunrise. And now I get to get up and do something that like, you know, I can consistently get better at. And it's like, you know, for me, it's sort of like, particularly at this point in time in life, if my me time is really like outside of surfing, it's like work time. You know, I leave the house to go work. But that's the other side of my me time right now, which is like, outside my meditation, it's like, Don gets up and he goes surfing once a week or twice a week, because holidays I'll be on there like 3 times a week. So yeah, that's what I'm proud of, man. I'm proud of the man I am.
Yeah, I am too. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you. I'm proud of the man I am, even in the adversity. Even I'm also proud that I kept my mindset in an abundant state, even when things get like a little bit perceivingly dicey. You feel me? I'll be like, oh man, like, or I can react hella different ways. I be choosing right, and I'm proud of that.
I agree with that.
I'm proud of that. You know, I'm very proud of that. So that's one thing I can lean on is like, no matter where life is, I know I got a choice to do something, and most time I be doing it. You know, so even the fact that I put out these 2 products, everything is so super dope. So yeah, that's what I'm proud of. That's what I can think of. I can't think. I mean, there's probably like mad other shit that I'm not even considering, but that's where I'm at right now.
Oh,
It's hot.
I know this very good.
Is it?
very good. Like this might be the best lasagna I've made.
For the filling. In large bowl, combine all the filling ingredients except the cornstarch. Drain and let it sit for an hour. Okay. All right. So just let it sit, huh? It's supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll set timer. Set timer for 1 hour.
Yeah. Maybe it's gonna do something when it sit.
I think it's like marinating it probably.
That's super good though.
And also, probably getting the apples softer because they're gonna bake, right?
Yep. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Have another baby. I think you and I went through a big crossroad moment this year.
We did.
You know, I think people see our relationships and it's they see the beauty in it,
Yeah.
but the beauty comes from like doing right at the crossroads and having hard moments, and you gotta you gotta choose that person all over again and choose to stay committed.
Conversations and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I even like I think that conversation we had was even a part of me recognizing that this life has to be something that I consider myself into, you know? And it's like, yo, look at things that I'm going to put up as my own boundaries. It may seem like it's come out of nowhere, but it's really just come out of like a maturing of myself. You know?
almost like standing up for yourself. Like,
I'll be over talking like you punking me or something. You ain't.
nah, not like that. I said almost like. Why are you doing that?
Cause living good with Dom. This ain't no serious shit. It's serious, but it ain't serious.
Dom always trying to pick fights, y'all. Just so y'all know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I call him a Sour Patch.
What?
What? Go act like this is the first time you hearing that.
You've never said that before. Why you lying on camera?
Say that.
No.
Always. I said it last night.
Yeah, you're right.
And you said, I don't want to be a Sour Patch no more.
True. But yeah, I hear you though. This is hella fire though.
It's delicious.
Lasagna, veggie lasagna. Not vegan.
Not vegan.
Nothing wrong with vegan, but
No.
just not to misrepresent what's going on here. This is definitely real cheese.
The realest.
Yeah.
It's like 3 cheeses. Huh?
You know, if you're sitting somewhere with your family right now, ask them what were their highlights from the year.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What else is new? Oh,
Excuse me.
my credit is mad booming.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big highlight.
My goodness. What a transformation.
Yeah, y'all used to have like the rawest credit score. I don't mean that in a cool, hip, raw way. I mean like it was problematic. I'm like,
This is not going to hold all these.
I'm at the other end of the scale right now on the credit, which is super dope. Yeah, that's a big feat. I think my paying my credit cards responsibly
Yeah.
again this year is a big thing. Yeah. See my family together Thanksgiving. Big deal.
Always nice.
My for y'all who don't know, my brothers passed away. I had 2 brothers. I have 2 brothers, but they're on the back end of life now. And to see my oldest brother's kids from 2 different mothers come together is always like a super dope thing because it didn't happen before he passed. So it's like that's one of my greatest honors as a man is like helping reunite the family. So that's super dope. Yeah. I feel good about that, man.
We're missing a baking tray.
It's not to the right. If y'all need something to watch with your family, Jimmy just put out an ill ass album, a live album. It's like
Well,
it's
that's
ill ass.
to listen to.
Huh?
It's not on YouTube yet.
Oh yeah, you gotta listen to it. It's fire. It's called Geminelle Live.
Geminelle live at the Hotel Cafe.
Yeah, that's what about it. If you ever heard Erykah Badu's live album, it feel like that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I love me some Badu.
Yeah, it's literally that good. It's literally that good. Okay. That's good life. A good life. I think it can be anything else I'm proud of this moment. But those things are good. Those things are the best. Like starting a family, it's so cool seeing people's response to us starting a family. Like you could tell it's one of those base human desires. Even when we may have other things like bills and jobs and stuff like persuading us not to. Well, I've always wanted to be a dad.
That's what he said when I first got pregnant.
What you say?
I said, "You're gonna be a daddy," and he said, "I always wanted to be a daddy."
I've always wanted to be a daddy. So I think that's super dope.
And you have a great father too.
Yeah, I got cool as that. My pops is.
He's like a friend.
Yeah, he's a dad friend.
I
He's a dad friend. That's how I'm gonna be with Mana too. A dad friend.
had a great dad too.
I'm talking about anything. He don't judge you. He don't judge you on nothing. Now he has standards for things. But even when the standard is broken, you could feel that he's attacking the action, not the person. That's a big deal.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
I felt like my dad was similar. Like I could talk to him about the real hard stuff to talk about. Yeah. And I never felt like I was being judged. I felt like the parent lens came out for a little bit. My dad was an educator. He worked, in the school system. So I feel like he probably saw the most wild things.
Yeah.
So like when me and my brother acted up, I feel like he would go kind of into teacher mode a little bit and like just be there to give insight and information and development, but not, not necessarily judgment around his kids.
Well,
I also feel like he had an understanding too of like, as a parent, you're going to have shortcomings in raising kids. I think there's no real handbook to it,
no.
I feel like my dad always had like a very like, in a way, not like take responsibility for our actions, but like understand that like, oh, I didn't really teach you about that. I always felt like that with him. Like, man, we should have talked about this,
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't know until it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Anything you looking forward to doing differently in 2025?
Yeah. I think I spent a lot of this year really focusing on parenthood and like the adjustment of parenthood. I'm not saying I neglected the creativity. I think I did a great job at building partnerships this year and like getting more known in Los Angeles. But I really want to focus on creating creative habits.
That's good. Like what?
Just
Creative habits. That's like a book.
Just
Hey,
like
a book?
no, I don't think so. Well, not that I know of.
We need to write that down.
Just like feeding my creative self. There's so many things that I love to do creatively. I think cooking is one, and I feel like because you have to cook to live, kind of like I practice that often. But I think about all the other things that I want to do like, creatively, and I want to give more energy to that. And I think Mana's at like a more manageable age now where I can kind of do some of those things without having to worry about what he's getting into.
I hear that.
You know, it's like before, if I was trying to make beats in the studio, I gotta worry about him being like super destructive in the studio. But now he's got like, he's got his own DJ equipment and his own instruments, and he kind of understands like, to be careful with certain things, or he has a carefulness about him that like I could bring him in the studio and we could play on Ableton, and I could practice piano and feel like he's there with me a little more intentionally. So and then the other thing I really want to get into is more tie-dyeing.
Oh yeah, I like tie-dye a lot.
Yes, and it's fun for me. It's like a cool creative outlet. So
You know they call me tie-dye dog?
I never heard nobody call you that, but
Yeah, me neither.
like, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was calling you that. You do wear primarily tie-dye.
Yeah.
Dom's uniform is like tie-dye and white, and that's pretty much it.
It's a good uniform.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a good uniform.
All right.
Yeah, I like those. Those are good creative projects.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. What did I say? What did I call it? Practice,
You said building creative habits.
Yeah, building
That's
creative
actually
habits.
really good.
So that's one thing I want to do differently. I'm just now really learning how to manage finances, so I'm definitely about to lean in there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's mine. What else do I want to do differently? Some of the things I want to do the same as this year that I picked up this year, I think one thing is like just really focusing on, kind of like you said, like focusing on us, focusing on our needs as a family, as a community.
The first community is home.
First community is home, and I want to give home.
That's another book.
My first energy.
Maybe it's the name of this podcast.
First community is home.
Yeah.
I like it.
A Christmas gift to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. A Christmas commitment.
A Christmas So in this episode of Living Good with Dom, entitled "Your First Community is Home," a Christmas gift to ourselves. No, I do like that. I really do like that. I do like that a lot. Like that a lot.
Feels aligned to me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, extra lemon ain't do no bad to it. The extra lemon ain't do no bad to it.
Nah, it's not going to. Lemon is amazing.
Yeah, that's gotta stand out.
Lemon is an amazing gift.
So I usually buy apple pies. Apple pie I bang with the most. Is it Marie Callender?
Yeah, that's the one. It's really good.
With the crispy crumble on
Oh
top?
my gosh. You gotta add the crispy crumble after. That's how you know.
That thing be dang, boy. Oh, mine,
Little man's is up.
let's see. Mine, what's up, champ? Oh, you still laying down. You woke up and he was still down.
Mana's newest thing is instead of crying to get our attention, to get out of bed, he just says, hi.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's the sweetest thing. It'd be like 6:30 in the morning and you hear him in his bed going, hi, hi, hi. It's very sweet. It's very cute.
Okay. You ready?
But this is also one of those things where you learn, like, kids understand how to, like, navigate situations. He's like, they don't get me when I cry, but when I'm sweet, they'll come get me. So
Well, he's
at least he knows that we're not gonna come get him when he cries. Anyway, my eggs look a little rough, but I'm moving on to the mixture now. Hi, baby.
Sorry for the hug, man. Okay, go man. You want to get picked up? Say up. Up. Okay. All right.
You want some egg, babe? He's like, what's that?
Okay. Well, from the Malone family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. All that good jazz, and hope y'all have a great Christmas and y'all cooking with y'all family or your friends or your homies or even yourself. Remember that your first community is home, even if your home is internal.
Yes.
Last year I made a post about saying people take care of home. And I said men take care of home too, even though you're out there hustling and making things happen. I said women, as you're on your pursuit of entrepreneurship and business, said take care of home too. Somebody misread that. I was saying women stay in the house, but what I was saying is your body and your soul is your home. So for everybody, take care of home this season and into next season, Q1, top of the year, solstice, starting, however you want to put it. Take care of home, take care of your spirit first, and everything else will be good, all right? Peace, peace. Much respect to y'all. Thank y'all for supporting Living Good with Dom. I appreciate y'all, and peace out.
Peace.
Monothe. Okay.
I receive